Yeah, and we are recording. Here, I'm Christian Winter, Copenhagen, doing improv stuff in my apartment online with Rafi today.
Hi, I'm Rafi doing improv stuff from my mom's house.
Yeah. How long have you been doing improv?
Um, I started about 5 years ago, uh, and it's obviously really fun. I love doing improv stuff. I started when I was 14 with Longform, and it's great.
Yeah. And what's the fun about improv?
I think my favorite thing with improv, lately has been I've been loving meeting different people through improv. Just doing online stuff like this has been awesome. That's something I think has been really cool during the digital age. Is like a few days ago, you texted me saying, "Hey, you want to do an online set?" And I said yes. And that's something I think is really cool about improv that I couldn't have even done like a year ago. Is like now that can happen, and that's really fun.
Yeah. And yeah, we've never met. And actually, I haven't been looking for what you've done earlier, so I don't actually know what you do improvise. And so I'll be surprised.
That makes it a fun surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So we talked about starting with a monoscene and then taking it from there. Do you want to do the monoscene? Or
Yeah, I'm game.
yum yum. So I'll put a clock to 10 minutes. So and that's basically because sometimes I lose track of time. I did a scene and suddenly we were 20 minutes in and oh, okay. Well, that
You saying
happens.
that makes me think I should get a stopwatch up too.
Oh yeah, well, I'll call scene, or you can call scene. That's, but yeah, and ending with the mono scene is also quite interesting too. I had one doing like a confession, like from reality TV, and that was quite funny. So if you
Fun.
start, do you want I get a location, a suggestion from a homepage, and do you want a location, a relationship, or a word?
Oh, I like relationships a lot.
Socialite slash plumber. Okay, I know what a plumber is. What is socialite?
It's like a rich person who like throws parties is I guess how you would describe it.
Oh, interesting. Well, you get to choose, or you can choose something different from that suggestion. So see you in a bit.
Let's do it. Whenever I drink tea, I drink it cold. Not iced, just cold. A lot of people disagree. They think tea must be drinking hot or iced, but no. To me, the best tea is the tea done with cold water. When I was a lad, my mother said that it was wonderful when I drank cold tea. Hmm. When I began working, I began brewing cold tea. And that's why my name is James Cold Tea. It's not my real name, it's my professional name. It's my name for brewing cold tea. I'm afraid I must away now, for there's cold tea business afoot. But I will see you on the morrow for cold tea.
Oh, always do stretching because in a moment I have to crawl in and install this funny thing. Oh, it's a nice kitchen. It's a really nice kitchen. Oh, and these apparatus they want installed here is quite amazing. Oh, getting the pipes into this and installed. That's
You're gonna do great.
oh, thanks.
Dad, I just wanted to tell you, I love watching you work and you're gonna do awesome.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's nice to have you here on the job because since we've been working together, it's like we make these fabulous kitchens, and our customers are basically astonished what they can do afterwards.
Dad, I agree. Since I started working with you, I feel like my meaning of kitchen has changed. I used to just think a kitchen was a place for sitting and eating food, but since we started building kitchens, I feel like a kitchen is really the heart of a home.
Yeah, and this is what we bring out to people, and that's the amazing thing. Now, this guy here, he wants a boiler so he can have ready-made hot water for his tea.
I'm going to provide you with so much moral support so you can build that boiler.
Oh, thanks. Can you give me the wrench?
You got it, Dad.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so you really think we should install the cooling for cooling down the hot water after the tea brewing? That's interesting.
Some people are weird like that, Dad. I think he also wants a second fridge, the tea fridge.
Oh, well, we brought that here. So the hot water goes over here, boils, the tea leaves are automatically elevated down into the teapot. So there's a tube from the tea going over here through
into the boiler, which cools it down.
Yeah. Oh. But so cold tea?
Watching you build it is just the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, thanks. It's really amazing. So I'll just drop out into the car for the last appliances. Okay, yeah, you check it out and take your photographs of the whole thing so we can document what we've done. Okay,
I will.
it's cool.
I'm going to be the greatest photographer ever. My dad says that I'm so good at taking photos for his plumbing business. It's hard taking photos sometimes. I can never get the toilets right. But taking photos of his showers is fun. And he always knows how to build a sink, and I love taking pictures of sinks. Sometimes I'll take pictures of the truck, and that's great.
Oh, you're the plumber? You installed this? Are you finished? Is it done?
I'm the plumber's son.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi. You must be the cold tea person.
Yeah.
Or you live in the house.
Yeah, I own the house. The cold tea person? That's a funny name. So this actually works?
Well, my dad built it. He can build anything.
It's finished?
That's right.
Oh, so I can just turn it on here?
You can turn it on and it'll go through all 3 steps and you'll have cold tea in the fridge.
Okay, the first valve. Okay, the hot water goes into the tea, comes down. Yes.
And
Oh,
then you'll
that's a
see the
leakage.
boiler cools it.
That's a
I'll,
leakage.
I'll have to take a picture of that if you don't mind.
Oh, that's okay. So can you take a picture of me as well with these appliances?
Yes, of
Oh,
course. That'll look great for the website.
yeah. I'll just turn it off so we don't see the leakage.
Oh, thank you for posing. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I really need a photocopy of that picture so I can send it out to my friends.
I think this is going to be a perfect new headshot for you.
Oh, thanks. So,
You know, what was that?
yeah, you were saying?
Oh, I was just going to say that taking pictures of you is really fun. I've only taken pictures of plumbing supplies recently, but taking pictures of people is really interesting.
Nice, nice. You know, yeah, this kitchen is for a television show. And you know what? I really hate the photographer. The movie maker, he is so annoying. You want the job?
I'm gonna go have to talk it over, but I think it's a yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, do that. Oh, it's so good to have new people. I mean, you get bored of these people, all their technicians, all the camera and a lot of cables around the whole house. He looks like he can do with just a small camera. And this appliance is really, oh, the next television show is going to be great. Oh, that's really nice.
Did I hear you were looking for a new photographer?
Yeah.
Look, I don't mean to offend, but I've been your photographer for 5 years. I can't believe you'd think about replacing me.
Oh, it's not your I'm tired of. It's all your cables, all your equipment. It's just filling up my beautiful kitchen.
Those cables mean the world to me. I, I know they take up a lot of space, but I like having my cables take up that amount of space. That one there powers that camera. That one there powers the light switch. Well, that one there doesn't really power anything. I just like taking up space.
Oh, yeah, and that's where we get into conflict. You like taking up space. I like free space.
Look, that reminds me, and maybe now's not the best time to broach this subject, but I got a couple of new cables. I was hoping you wouldn't mind if I kept them in the kitchen.
Kept them in the kitchen. This is like your storage for cables?
Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah. See, the place I was keeping my storage in, I had the storage locker rented out. They're closing it down, and I was kind of hoping I could start using this.
And that's becoming my problem. You see this beautiful installation? It's an automatic tea brewer and it cools it down. How great is
I,
that?
I know, and you and your other cold tea friend must love it, and I think it's amazing too. And I also think cables are amazing. And what if we put two amazing things together and had a room for cold tea and cables?
Cold tea and cables. That just sounds ridiculous. Sorry to tell you. This sounds. Does cable come in different colors than black?
Well, yes, but I only buy the black ones because they're the cheapest.
Well, that's where it doesn't make sense. It doesn't match up. So if you go for colored cables, then we can use them as a decoration in the kitchen. You
Oh my
see,
God.
you need to think more colorful.
I can't believe I've never thought of that. See, this is
Well,
the kind of photography I should be doing, decorative cables.
yeah, I still remember the time you wanted to shoot my show in black and white. What was that about?
Well, you know, you and your friend have the cold tea show, and to me, cold tea just has kind of a 1930s vibe. It's a black and white aesthetic.
I don't think that's going to be modern before 10 years from now.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're at least thinking modernly. That's we're on the same page in that regard. And you know, something I think is very modern is, you know, in about 10 minutes, my friend Bill is going to be outside. He's got the rest of the cables I need from the storage locker.
And what colors are these cables?
Well, I hadn't thought of your decorative cables idea until a few minutes ago. So at the moment, they're all black.
So when they enter this kitchen, what color are they going to be?
Well, at first they'll be black, but later we can make them decorative.
Later. That means tomorrow they're going to be decorative.
Yeah, we can spend all day making decorative cables.
Cool. And now I think my cold tea is ready.
Scene.
Scene. Cool.
Well, we got a great name for an improv team out of that. I can't wait to start something called Decorative Cables.
That was an interesting travel from characters to characters.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah. So any thoughts? Yeah, you.
Well, thanks for having me on. That was the first time I've done a mono scene in like forever.
Oh, yeah. And it wasn't scary at all?
No. It was fun.
No. Well, it's just recording, not directly. And if you want, I can send you a link to the thing before we put it up, or we can just put it up. If
No, go for it. I'm on the Facebook group, so I'll see it when you put it up.
Cool. And are you in other shows around there in the world? Actually, where are you in the world?
That is an awesome question. I'm over in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, so I am in other shows right now. On October 16th is my next show. October 16th, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can go to the Tucson Improv Movement's Facebook page. The first half of the show, I'll be performing with the other coaches from the theater. And the second half, the team I coach is going to be performing their first show. They're going to be taking an audience member's favorite movie and performing it, whether or not they've seen it. So it's going to be really fun.
What's the challenge of coaching a show?
You know, I've been really. This is the first one of the first teams I've ever coached. So it's been a really interesting. Thank you. And it's been an interesting challenge for me because in the past I've only coached teenagers. You know, it's my first time coaching adults. And it's an interesting challenge. I think this one's been cool because like it's a format, you know, I came up with originally, so we're just kind of moving through it and stuff. So that's been a cool challenge for part of it. But yeah, I'm really excited.
They are coachable, these people.
Totally. Yeah, no, they're very open to all the feedback, all the things.
Okay. Cool. Well, giving feedback is an art form in itself, I think.
For sure. No, it took forever for me to learn that, but
yeah. Well, put the link down under the video when I put it up.
Will do.
And thanks for the show. We'll say goodbye to the world.
Goodbye, world.
Goodbye, world.